I'm gonna get it together because some shit's in the way. I'm trying to figure out why this ain't working. And it's because something else is over here in the fucking way. Can y'all see that? Okay. I think we got it. Y'all are just all over the place this morning, and I gotta just go with what we got because at this point, the setup is definitely not the ideal version, but guess what? We here and we gonna figure it out. This office is totally a mess, but guess what? Still here, still gonna figure it out. All right, so we're gonna go with this little juncture here, and then later on today we'll be in this area cleaning this up. Okay. So how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. If y'all fall, guess what? I'll fix y'all a little bit. I'll fix y'all as I can, but as of now, you know, the setup is a little bit whatever it is. To desire a little desirable because there's stuff everywhere, and so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with all of that. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Monday. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully y'all did y'all resets and everything. Hopefully y'all have done the spiritual cleaning and everything else. Last night I showed y'all a video of what the moon looked like for me. People were saying that that was normal, I guess, but if you look at the cycles, it's not that way. So some type of tilt, some type of movement has happened. Take it how it resonates because, like I said, I have never seen it like that. But I did go outside, do videos, and take pictures of it. So if you haven't seen that, then, you know, go ahead and do with that information what you will. We are going to find us a prayer around here because we would like to always start with that. I woke up 3 something in the morning getting everything together. I still went on live, still doing the deep cleaning. I've seen a couple people saying that they haven't been able to do their spiritual cleanings and things of that nature or do their spiritual coverage, which is definitely important because, you know, it's a lot happening and some things are changing. So just making sure that even if it's a slight prayer, a small prayer, make sure you be mindful, say that thing. Talking to God and everything else about whatever it is that is necessary or you like, whatever you need, whatever you want. Girl, you know I can provide whatever you need me call. All right, so anyway, let me see if I can get over here to a prayer. Because I'm sure y'all was not asking for me to be over here singing off key. And that's it, that's all. I mean, I don't mind singing to y'all if y'all, you know, don't care. It's early. And I've been in a great mood, even in the process of cleaning. And the cleaning is definitely going slow. It's been broken up into segments, and I would have wanted to, you know, be able to do the whole entire thing straight from, you know, beginning to end. But guess what? We did what we did with. Let's see. No. Desktop. Leave it like that. We do what we can do, and we keep on going. So other stuff has been involved. Hey, Miss Kelly, how you doing? So we gonna do what we need to do, and at the speed that we need to do it at. So don't let nobody push you further, too far and too fast. Okay. So right now, why did we take this off? So there was a thing here. It was, I changed this out. It was the prayer for divine alignment and peace. Mind you, the words, the actual words were there when I first did this, but somehow I went and did a little copy and paste thing into making sure that everything had information in it, which didn't really turn out all that great because literally didn't realize that I took the words out of it, and people like listening to the words or knowing the words. Anyway, we going to cosmic creator, have source that. Of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you are always with me. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me. even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference. As I walk each day in faith, in the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me, as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and the blessings I need. I release all fear and surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Amen. All right, amen. You got that prayer in. We're going to do, what is it? Why do I want to do Proverbs? Proverbs. Why is that? I think it's Psalms 91, but why are we doing Proverbs? What does Proverbs 91 say? Anybody know? Let's look it up, because that's what's popping in my brain. I'm doing well, Miss Kelly. She said amen and thank you for the prayer. It's my favorite. Amen. Thank you. All right. So, we got Psalms 91. I'm going to do Psalms 91 because that's what popped up. Is there Proverbs 91? Because that's what's in my brain. So, I'm going to do it when I find it. But literally, I know we've been doing this. So Psalms 91, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadows of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and report. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the dark, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. All right, so something in my brain is basically talking about a conquering, okay? So I'm going to look up what that word means. We already know what it means, but so everybody can be on the same page, and then a word sometimes means more than what we even know. So what it would be like to me is, let me see what this Proverbs thing is, because I really want to just make sure we going in line too. Proverbs 91, what is this? But we are already out of line. We already skipped a couple things because we don't have the Al-Fatiha up or anything, but mind you, again, it was a lot happening because this room is a disaster, but it's in the midst of, it's under construction, okay? So take it how it resonates. All right, for some reason, so there must not be a Proverbs 91. All right, it says Proverbs 91 women, but literally then it goes to Psalms. But this says Proverbs 91. So why is it saying that there's one if there's not one? If anybody knows, what it has is Proverbs 9:1. All right, so maybe that might be what it is. I don't know. Let's see what it says. Proverbs 9:1. Let me see, because it's not going. It's in the Torah. All right, so we got something from the Torah today. Mind you, I got all the books, so, and then the Al-Fatiha is in the Quran. Somebody asked me the other day, because as I'm doing my cleaning on live, they said they saw that I have a Buddha in my house, and they said, you have a Buddha in your house? I said, yeah, I have everything in my house. I have the Bible, I have the Quran, I have the Torah, I have everything in here. I am a student of life. This is Earth School, so we want to learn and we want to know some things, right? And at this point, I am a person that also am not going to just take one account for it, because everybody be fucking lying. Take it how it resonates. And I don't like that. So Proverbs 9:1 says, Wisdom has built her house. She has sewn her 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her beasts. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. Um okay, so it's two different things happening here. So hold on. I'm gonna read this one, the first one, and then I'm gonna tell you what else is there. It says, Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn her 7 pillars. Don't know what that means. Hewn, Hewn. I'll look it up. She has slaughtered her beast. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. Is it not funny that I said something about a conquering before that? And mind you, I hadn't even seen what this says, but we're going to keep going. She has set out her young women to call from the highest place in the town. Whoever is simple, let him turn and hear. To take who lacks sense, she says. Come, eat of my bread and drink of my wine. I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and live and walk in the way of insight. That's what it says. All right, and then the other thing that's here, and it says it should be the same thing, but I don't know if it's a different version of it. But it says in Proverbs 9:1-6, wisdom is personified as a woman in contrast with folly, which is personified as another woman in verses 13-18. Check out, there's something saying, check the, and here goes Solomon again. Solomon best described wisdom as building a house, because remember, house could be your body, it could be your vessel, it could be your astrological sign, right? Vessel, which is also a ship, which is also your body. So same, but could mean something different depending upon what you're saying. Woman is building her house, preparing a meal, and inviting guests to join her. We can learn something about wisdom from that alone. She is a builder, a provider, and a generous host, but Solomon gave us important details and that add significant depth to this picture. So let me tell y'all something. And this is one thing that I have an issue with when it comes to everybody. Without one, there is no other. But one actually despises the other. These men don't like women. These men, even back then, did not like women. And it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out that that was going to continue to kind of play itself out into history. And as I said this weekend, God existed before any of this. Before the Bible existed, before the Torah existed, before the Quran existed. And I ain't saying nothing about none of y'all. But the common theme here is for women to pay attention. They always want to treat you like a second-class citizen. Meanwhile, you are the giver of earth. You are the reason why them niggas is even here. And I don't mean to say it like that, but that's the way y'all act. And it's weird. How do y'all not like your mom? How do you not like the thing that gave you life? And that's what I keep saying about this place. It's upside down. Like, as much as women can love on men and as much as we will destroy everything that is beautiful about us for y'all, y'all don't like us. And it's been taught through time, throughout history, because y'all have been emotionally unstable creatures, like y'all try to tell us. Like loving is wrong. No, y'all greedy. That's been a thing. Greed, y'all, it's weird. Anyway, let me see what this means, because I don't want to, I'm not trying to bash nobody, because at the end of the day, me as a woman could live with men if y'all wasn't the way y'all are. Y'all are very hateful and conniving, but y'all try to put that off on us. It keeps being a thing. The reason why a lot of men be mad at women is because either y'all want to do extra stuff, y'all want this person to, follow your rules that you don't even know what you're doing yourself. And not to say all of them, because there is some men that basically know what they're doing. But depending upon how they got here, they could still be trying to be manipulative and a liar as well. And then they try to put it off on us. But how many women have going all full in for a man and vice versa too, because again, this ain't no argument about men and women. This is about that if you go look at any of them books and even some of the stuff that's happening, it's been throughout time. They don't like women. The fact that there has been, homosexuality has been a thing throughout history. These niggas didn't just turn gay. It be the ones that are gay that don't want to admit that they're gay because they don't like the word. Entertainment purposes only, but it's not entertainment. It's fucking for real. Because this is why you have gay ass men out here talking about, I don't mess with gay men, I mess with straight men. No, the fuck you don't. They're gay, you're gay. It's been gay through history. Your mom should tell you that it's gay. And I know y'all don't like that, but happy. Gay mean happy. But I mean this gay. All right? So it's a lot of that too, because I done literally sat around a grown ass man that said they gotta have boys time. Like, that's fucking gay. I mean, do with that information what you will, and y'all can have y'all boys time, but some of it is rooted in they want to rub on your butt gay. So do with that information what you will. And I don't have no problem with nobody being who they are. This is the issue. It's a lot of undercover shit that people get mad at, and then they want to go, like, how you gay to the tune of you out here messing with little boys and little kids and this, that, and the third, right? But then you are, mad at everybody else and you want to make laws that are against gay people. Nigga, your ass is gay too. That's weird. So it's that type of stuff. It is people that stand in places and they'll say, don't do this, but meanwhile, they're doing every bit of that. But they're the ones trying to make laws against. I pray that God uncovers all your sheets and your blankets and everything else, and everything that y'all is exposed. Because this is the weirdness of the world today. Like, you can be an individual that is exactly that, and then you'll try to enact laws against those people. Same way it's been throughout history and throughout time, because even when I say stuff about black people, guess what? It's been people that passed as white that were literally black that made laws against their own fucking kind. Their own kind. This is the type of, shenanigans that goes on in this world, because they hate who they are as people. Nobody really wants to acknowledge the fact. Just say, if you want to be a white person, just say you want to be white. They said it's gay to hang out with friends. That's not what I said. They said boys time. It's code for gay. You can go hang out with your friends. It's the people, like, they be talking about women bad, like dogs. Meanwhile, gay. When you don't want to acknowledge the fact that you like boys, because, it's not going to be acceptable for you to come out the closet. So what you do is secretly go in the closet with your friend. And so you spend a lot more time with your friend. And then you go secretly hanging out with women. And then y'all wonder why it's a lot of diseases and stuff hanging around here. Because you can't stick in entertainment purposes only. And I ain't no doctor or anything else. And I ain't no therapist. I ain't trying to give nobody, medical or psychological advice. But if you go and stick your phallus in somebody's, in a man's masculine's, anus, it's gay. And then you go take that same phallus and then stick it in a woman, it's spreading diseases. It's gay. But you don't want to tell the woman that you're doing that. You will be a person that, she said, Bussy boys. Yo, I'm crying. And mind you, like I said, I don't have nothing against the gay. I love the gays, okay? I love y'all. But I love the ones who are being who they are, because I love the people. So if you a straight man and you being a straight man, I love you too. You're a straight man, you living in your truth. It be the ones, though, you be all big and strong and gay. And then you out here trying to act like you're not. Don't play with us. Like, just go ahead and come out the closet. It's okay. Or be whatever you're going to be. But the other part is this. I also don't like the titles. So, do that information what you will. Honesty is honesty, but I also don't like the titles. So somebody came in my live this morning, they said, are you this? Worry about your mama. Because if I don't want to discuss what my, sexuality is, that's your own, behavior. And if I don't want to discuss what my religion is, that's your own, whatever. But if you are now crossing lines, and I mean lines, spiritual lines, because once you lay down with this person and then this person, you're obligated to tell them that you're sticking your phallus in niggas' anuses. You're definitely obligated for that. But as far as somebody coming online and asking me questions, bitch, mind your business, because guess what? If I offered it, I offer it. I be offering a lot over here. I be telling the whole lot. So I'll tell you what I want to tell you, but don't come ask me no questions like I'm obligated to tell you nothing either. And so that's also a thing. Everybody has their right to whatever, but if you crossing lines with people, at least be honest enough to say that. That's it. That's all. Audrey, a lot of black people lost their spiritual gifts because they intentionally destroyed their communities, and as they should, because it's horrible. But mind you, guess what they get mad at me for? Telling them the truth, that God existed before their religion did. So why are we in arguments about this religion and that religion and who is who and this, that, and a third, if we are really lovers of God? Because to me, if you're so in discord with this religion and this and that, that means to me you're so in discord, because you're trying to say that you're better than somebody else, when if your key intention is God and your focus is supposed to be on God, then we should all know and we should all think better, because God existed before the religion did. And you don't have to tell a good person to be a good person. That's the other thing. Good people know not to do certain things. They know they're not allowed to do that because they have a healthy fear of God. It be the people that be coming to kill, steal, and destroy in God's name. And I pray that they all get exactly what they're looking for. And so with that being said, some people are so stupid that they think that is like I was being nice during that, I pray you get what you're looking for. So if you come over here and you start doing stuff, because this is, everything that you set in stone for somebody else, you should get exactly that. Because again, a good person don't have to be a good person. You don't have to wake up every day and think of malice in your heart. Like, people that love God don't do that. It's not in them. They're not going to do that. We wake up and try to figure out how to make the world a better place. We wake up and figure out how to speak motivation and life into people when the world is trying to destroy and tear them down. So even in the fact that niggas be gay, come out of the closet, because guess what? Nobody's going to be mad at you. I was downtown Atlanta one night, and I don't know where street this was, but literally it was strong nigga after strong nigga after strong nigga, and I ain't saying nothing because it was a beautiful time, a beautiful event. So this is what I'm trying to say to y'all. Nobody's going to be mad at y'all. One, y'all have to talk to God about it. God is the judgment. But the thing is, and this is where, the first people, when I said they get what they want, just like you said, and you talking about black people, it's everybody, right? Because it's every fucking body. It's good people and bad people in every genre, and black and white and religion and, and everything. Because some people will call somebody a demon and a devil, and they will be the ones that will help. And mind you, the people who claim they are under religion won't help. It's religions that are, cursing chickens and putting it in your body. So are they good people? Like, we have to have our own mindset about some things and know right is right and wrong is wrong. But anyway, back to the long story short. God is a great power, not a, I don't know, majestic grace. I see you handling it, so I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna go back to it. But anyway, I was downtown Atlanta. It was a lot of strong niggas, looked like they was in the gym. They had on their hoochie daddy shorts and everything else. They was having a good time. They was in their community doing their own everything, right? So nobody can be judging what they was over there doing. It's just that when they over there doing that and they're actively not, out the closet yet, and then they're going and giving women, the D and, some other stuff. Like, nobody cares around here. If everybody has not realized yet, nobody cares about what you are and who you are. It's a nigga sitting in a seat right now running the free world that is on the pedo list, but not on the pedo list. Like, it's niggas that's locked up in jail. That's where we are. That's where we draw the line. Yeah, period. It's niggas that have done the worst crimes in the world that are free. Meanwhile, they got your mama's, daddy's, brothers, uncles, my brother, everybody locked the fuck up for the same shit that they are doing actively right now. It is a thing that the issue that I have with any of it is you can't create one law for one group of people and then another law for another group of people. If we're all going to fall under the law, then we're all going to fall under the law. So if it's illegal for one, it's going to be illegal for the others. And right now, that's not what's happening. Right now, what it is you're teaching your kids to grow up, your kids, your grandkids, everybody, you're teaching them to grow up to be good people. And then guess what you're creating in them? And again, entertainment purposes only. I ain't giving out no medical advice, this and the third, but y'all can see it for yourselves, because otherwise, then you must be oblivious too. If you teach people to grow up in a world and be a good person, a good steward, a good individual, and then they grow up in that world and all they see is bad people get ahead, and they're struggling and working and doing everything fucking right, you're going to create some type of, mental something. Is that what you're wishing for your children and your grandchildren in life? Is that even what you're wishing for yourself? Because I'm sure a lot of y'all were taught to do the right thing. You can be anything and you can be anybody, right? So this morning, TikTok sends me, TikTok, your bitch ass, sent me that I should be following because they're letting their bots do whatever it is, right? Entertainment purposes only, okay? So TikTok is letting their bots learn, and so for some reason they flag my channel heavy, right? Like a mother sucker, right? Mind you, I literally seen a lady's video. They'll tell you if you're doing TikTok shop or anything, if you don't say the right price that's on there, then they'll flag you, right? Again, entertainment purposes only, because I have to keep saying that because these bitches believe in lies. So anyway, the lady said that vibration plate that I wanted, it was $18. That's what she had on her thing, on her page, right? So when I click in it, because shit, I want it for $18. Like, I ain't got no money, but I can get $18, right? Anyway, I click on it. Guess what? It wasn't $18. It was $56, right? So I tell TikTok, why is she allowed to? Mind you, got hundreds of thousands of fucking likes, comments, everything on this bitch. I tell TikTok, why is she allowed to say that? Because if I say that, guess what? You're going to flag my ass heavy. Okay, guess what? They said she didn't do anything wrong. Okay, well, that should be across the board then, because I don't understand that. Anyway, long story short, so the other day I was talking to y'all, and they said I didn't do something. Mind you, I appealed the shit, right? Entertainment purposes only. I appealed the shit. So somebody went and looked at it, and they said, oh, she's right. She didn't do that. Okay, so guess what? They took the thing had to come off, right? So in the process of that, after that, they start sending me notes saying that, look at these people. These are the people that you should mimic after because these are the people that's selling. Let me tell you something about this whole society and all this bullshit that's going on. And this is what I wrote to TikTok. What I'm not going to let you do is gaslight me into thinking that I'm supposed to follow what this bitch is over here doing because she white. Y'all are going to promote her videos anyway because they're white. Entertainment purposes only. Because somewhere in America or somewhere in society, you're supposed to be 100 pounds soaking wet. You're supposed to look malnutritioned. And that's a thing. Blonde hair, blue eyes, they don't give a damn. They're going to push it. Just like on the weekend when I'm having niggas come over here and just as racist as they want to be because Not for nothing, because I do cook early, right, on Sundays, because, you know. But anyway, nigga came over here talking about you got greens and neck bones and this, that, and third. Bitch, what the hell do I look like? And not to say there's nothing wrong with greens and neck bones, because I like that, but technically, the way they was talking, you could tell it's some racist ass shit. Y'all be so mad, like the world be so mad that black people can turn nothing into something. They'll give us scraps and we'll make it fucking delicious. That's why y'all be fucking mad. She said training bots to be just like them. Yes. So when they asked me about the little training, because I had to go through the little thing, and when I got done, they asked me about the survey. Bitch, 1. You get a 1. If I could give it a 0, you're going to get a 0. And then I wrote on there exactly what I just said to y'all. Because what you're not going to do is now you racist as fuck. So now you're going to train robots to be racist as fuck. The algorithm racist as fuck. That's what this is. And again, why is it that people are continuing to allow this to happen? And so it don't matter. God gonna do what God gonna do even in the process. Because, you know, people be thinking that they're winning. Other colored people are destroying them intentionally. Well, that's because they're fucking weirdos. And that's another thing. All skin folk ain't kin folk. So you have to be mindful that some people, I seen a lady and she said she's black. You're not black. It's like the Africans and, you know, Jamaicans and everybody else. They'll say, you know, they'll pass for black if it benefits them, but technically they despise us. A lot of them don't like us. A lot of them want to, you know, keep feeding into the stereotypes of, you know, black people this, black people that, black, the black, whatever that is. Because y'all fucking mad. Y'all mad, y'all upset, and y'all not admitting that y'all mad and upset. Oh, why? Or jealous. That's also a thing too. So either you're a hating ass bitch, a jealous ass bitch, or a mad ass bitch. Which one? You choose. Because on a daily basis, I'm not gonna look at a person that looks like me. Every day I look in the mirror and I'm black. I'm not gonna look in the mirror on a daily basis and try to hold a black person down. Like, that's not in my DNA. That's weird to me. It's like when black men go and they'll say, oh, we don't like black women because they're too aggressive, this, that, and the third. Go on and get. Because why do y'all call for the black women to come help y'all when them bitches go off on y'all? And they start doing shit, and then all of a sudden y'all looking for the black women. Everybody is always looking for a black woman to come save y'all, but black women are the most hated amongst everybody. But all y'all are fucking weird. Every single one of y'all. Because when shit starts shaking, y'all go looking for black women. Why? Y'all want us to come save y'all so bad, but y'all will never ever attempt to lift a finger to come fucking save us. For nothing. Nothing. Y'all will wait until something's happening to y'all, and then all of a sudden it is, oh, we need to stick together. Where's all that sticking togetherness when the black women are saying, this is happening, that's crazy, but it's real. I mean, I ain't lying. Look it up. Like, throughout time and everything else, y'all all despise black women. Y'all will talk down on black women. Y'all all hate black women. But when y'all are needing some shit, y'all look for a black woman. But women in general, period, because I'm not even going to make it about a race thing. Women in general, y'all all better figure out that, guess what? They don't like none of us. They want to beat us so bad. They would prefer to take the men and turn them into women. Entertainment purposes only. They will prefer to take the men and turn them into women. So do with that information what y'all will. Mind you, all I'm going to say is God just get them, because I pray that they all get a whole lot of what they want. Because who am I to tell you that you shouldn't have that? I just don't want it around me. Like, you can be whatever you are. I'm not going to feed in it, because ain't nobody going to tell me that God didn't design me perfectly. God made me exactly the way I was supposed to be. And whether or not you like it or not, you figure out what to do with yourself, because that's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm not upset with my design. I'm rather actually happy and amazed with it. So if you're upset with it, you know, do with that information what you will, but that's you. Let's see. And pretty soon, I feel like, especially the certain genre of women that I'm talking about, y'all are gonna soon learn that it's gonna have to be something done, okay? And period. Excuse me. It says, Lady Wisdom has built and furnished her home. It's supported by 7. What does this mean? Let me see what this word means, because I don't know. HEWN, hewn towers. What is hewn towers meaning? No, that is not what I put in there. Meaning of. All right, so again, remember that it's something about the word conquer before that. That ain't even a word nowhere. Let me see. It's in the Merriam. Okay, here we go. Hewn definition and meaning, Merriam-Webster. It is considered, y'all, hewn, or hewn. I don't want to say it. To cut with blows of a heavy cutting instrument. To cut down by blows of an axe. To cut down by blows of an axe. To give form or shape to, with, or as if with heavy cutting blows. All right, let's see, what does this mean? Because apparently it's something happening, and you know, the reason why I said something about conquering is because it keeps showing me that eagle. And the eagle is, you know, supposed to be the biggest, baddest, you know, bird. It can fly high and, you know, all of this other stuff, right? But as you know, it is, how the fuck you gonna say the word after the fact? Like, what type of time lapse are you on? The thing is that it has the arrows, and it also has that thing that Caesar had around his head, that whatever that little flower thing is, right? That's in his hand. I don't know, but it gave a logo, because that's what that is. That's a logo, right? And in the logo, it's basically showing me like it is a conquering mode. Even if it says something else, to me, that's what it looks like. It looks like they conquered this area, and this is the reason why this is this, right? And if, okay, basically, now the fuck you popped up with my shit. Thank you. So don't do that to me. I don't know what that was about either. It was something weird that was happening over here, but, you know, we gonna fix it. I think they got it right. Where you at? Let me see. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Because I need to know all of the words. So they said this is in the Torah. All right, we're gonna go here, copy this, and then we're gonna see what we talking about. Because so yesterday, y'all, just so y'all know, and y'all can do with this information what y'all will. Also, I was supposed to tell y'all something about one of my dreams. So one of my dreams was basically talking about missing something. Don't miss something. Be at your appointed time, appointed destination. It's given like Jonah in the whale. But the way it worked out for me is that I slept past something, and then by the time I woke up, it was 105. I was supposed to tell y'all what 105 meant in the process, right? But I never did that either. So I'll tell y'all what that means. Meaning of this. All right, so after that, the other thing that I was supposed to tell y'all is this. Y'all know how it's been a lot of conspiracy theories being debunked, right? Hey, Laura, welcome. Thank you for being here. A lot of conspiracy theories being debunked. Well, not being debunked, being proven true, because they kept saying it was a conspiracy theory, or you're a conspiracy theorist when you believe in certain things. And now everybody that was, you know, that they label crazy is now being proven right. All right, so as above, so below. And if you believe as above, so below, in my dream, it was telling me that the sky people are real. But mind you, I didn't even know what it meant by the sky people. So I didn't know if it was meaning like the aliens being the sky people. I didn't know if it was meaning like, in entertainment purposes only, I didn't know if it was meaning like the Jetsons sky people, because how did the Jetsons exist before the Jetsons existed, right? Also, this is the thing. As I'm sitting here now, they're showing me Jack and the Beanstalk. All right, so Jack and the Beanstalk. Remember the childhood fairy tale something something? Jack climbed the fucking beanstalk to the giant's house. Y'all remember that? Basically, that is one of the things. Y'all know how they tell y'all they cut down them trees, them big massive ass trees that everybody is calling them mountains, but everybody knows they're trees because they're trees. It's like the Nephilim that, because the Bible is being shown to be true. But mind you, one of the things about the Bible is that the Europeans, don't blame me, blame your mama, took out, because the Ethiopian Bible has 81, I think, in the, I don't know the numbers, and the other one has 60 something. So they got 80 something, y'all got 60 something. So they took out what they wanted to take out. But the thing is also that the Ethiopian people told them that they had that Bible before they came the fuck along. The Romans and, the Greeks, them people. So the Ethiopian people had the Bible before they had it. And so when they got it, they started trying to, break it apart, because I forgot what this sound like. In my dream, it kept repeating it, so I couldn't forget it. So I probably remember it, but I don't remember it right now. It was basically saying like something like whatever it was, breaking it apart. I'll remember in a minute, because that's the way it be, because I repeated it 9,000 times in my dream. And mind you, just so y'all know, that's also the reason why I haven't been able to do sleep streams, because I've been talking a lot in my dreams, and apparently they trying to stop me from talking a lot there. Because what I do is, in my dreams, when because I'll be awake and I'll be saying shit to make sure I can remember it during this time. Anyway, so they cut down the trees, entertainment purposes only. They cut down the trees so that the people here couldn't continue to go there. So even Jack and the Beanstalk, entertainment purposes only, wasn't entertainment purposes only. Okay? Take it how it resonates. So they said the sky people are real. So there's been a lot of people that's been hearing in the sky, because apparently it's some stuff happening up there right now. But wouldn't that also make sense as to the reason why the government says that they have the sky rights, that you don't own the air? Because they know some stuff. They have done some stuff that... Anyway, also, this is another thing. So, once upon a time, I told y'all I was in trucking. So before I got here, I was in trucking for 10 years, right? Well, not before I got... Well, it was before I got here. Before I got here, I was in trucking for 10 years. So as I was here, I got out of trucking in 2023 because somebody raced up to me to hit me. But mind you, weeks before that accident, I knew that accident was going to happen, okay? Anyway, so long story short, once upon a time, we happened to be going across, into Arizona, California. I was going to California, right? And the Mojave Desert is along that way, whichever way we went. And so for some reason, this particular area, I had to get out. I had to get out because it was almost like my spirit wouldn't let me not. Mind you, I have a rock that's in my yard from the Mojave Desert, right? Which I need to kind of do something with, but I'll figure it out because I need to bust it open or something for some gems and stuff. Because you know how people do rock tumbling and things of that nature. Jessica was doing that. Anyway, so long story short, I had to get out. So I grounded in the Mojave Desert, right? And in this particular area where I was, you can see like the whatever was there that kind of looked something. So at the time, I think they're called blue people or something, some people that was talking to the people in the Mojave Desert, because I didn't go back to re-look it up, but I remember searching it at the time because I kept wondering why I felt pulled to, get out of the truck to go ground in this area. And long story short, they got stories about the people that came down to help the indigenous people, build the areas and things of that nature. So those people are actually real as well. So it's been a whole thing, like God saying stuff that they tried to say wasn't. She said, let me just say, is a long time watcher and rising star in your life. Thank you. Thank you so much. So they're saying that be mindful because there's other stuff that they're trying to talk to y'all about. All the people who tapped in, the people who are receiving, whatever, they're trying to talk to everybody. And so some people may not believe, I'm sorry, Adjuna, I hope you are listening. Prepare yourself to be blessed. Period. Thank you. Terry, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Dun, dun, dun. Amen. So yeah, they're saying that those are actually real. So I don't know how much y'all believe in it, but do with that information what you will, because I feel like I'm about to have to go and start looking up some stuff and checking some stuff because y'all would think it's almost like the Watchers, but it's a whole other situation that's happening. So I don't know if that's the reason why, when they said there's the firmament and they're trying to break through into certain things, but the way they're saying stuff looks is not the way stuff looks. So that's all I'm gonna say to y'all. And again, entertainment purposes only, because I don't want nobody saying that I'm, but that's not the way it looks. It's just like when I said how over here it looks like waterfalls flow inside. Outside. There they flow inside. Like everything here is not right. So I guess if you were inside, it would still look like the same, but I don't know. It's just not the way it is here. This is definitely upside down. Anyway, so it says, verse 1, wisdom has built her house, 7 pillars. Wisdom is described like a woman who built a strong, complete house. The 7 pillars represent perfection, stability, and completeness. 7 in the Bible often means something is fully established. Okay, and I said something also changing, meaning a life built on wisdom is solid, structured, and secure. So being able to know something. All right, so the thing that they're showing, or the thing that's being shown, is this. The beginning. If I tell you something and you trust me and you believe me, right? You'll follow it. But if I tell you something and you trust me and you believe me and you follow it, and I intentionally know that I'm wrong, I'm misleading you, right? And so your trust for me, I have now abused, right? This is why I keep saying from the beginning, God is God, no matter what any of them books say. God, the books that they were given is like if I write a diary, because literally I write 9,000 books. Anybody who's a journaling, journals, anybody that journals, because I don't know why I want to say journalist. Anybody that journals, your books, whatever you writing on, could be hidden for 300 years, not even that long, 100 years, right? And the fact that, like for me, instance, I write in cursive. I write in cursive and print and everything, which come to find out there's a thing about people that write the way even I write, right? They said if you write, typing is doing absolutely nothing, okay? Again, because it's like digital. It could disappear with whatever. They said that when you write in print, it does one thing to your brain. When you write in cursive, it does another thing to your brain, right? And so the people who write stuff down, depending upon how you write, it don't even really matter upon how you write, because by the time you write it in print later on, they're going to change that shit too, because they're going to figure out that y'all wrote down some stuff that they don't want the next generation and the next generation, next generation. It's dumbing you down. So this is the thing. The 7 pillars represent perfection, stability, and completeness. 7 in the Bible often means something is fully established. It is done. That's when God says it's done. It's a wrap. Put a pin in it. Mind you, some people look at that as an ending, but other people who, like I said, good people, y'all know that's just the beginning. It's just now starting. Now, the bad people, I don't know why they don't realize it's just now starting to them. It's the ending of whatever they thought they were doing, but mind you, it's the beginning of also their fucking troubles, okay? So just know that. God was God before, and it looks good. It looks great for me to, take somebody's journal and now put it together. So Abby Grace, everything that you have written, because I'm very sure you're a journaler. I'm sure you write shit down. Larisha, probably somewhere around here. Larisha writes down every fucking thing. Larisha has a pen in her car and her, like, the stuff that I should be remembering, shower, she do shit like that. So Larisha, Larisha, I love you. So, even the fact that you came up means somewhere you're around. Anyway, Larisha writes down everything. So later on, 100 years later, they find her books and they're going to be calling her Prophetess Larisha. And we found her books. This is the history. So she writes down everything. She going to be journaling about the moon because she know about the moon cycles. She going to be journaling about, all the spiritual stuff, the numbers, everything, right? So they're going to take her books and they're going to now take hers, Abby Grace. They're going to take, Miss Kelly, if you writing down anything, they're going to take your stuff and they're going to put it together, combine it, and they're going to put it in a book. And they're going to say, this is, they're going to call it the penelation, okay? And so now there's a new religion called the penelation. Now, y'all are going to write down, because I know y'all, so y'all are going to write, I don't know y'all, but I know y'all, spiritually. Y'all are going to write down everything that y'all were learning. Even in the process of the things that y'all were knowing, sharing stories about sky people and Bible origins. Okay, that's what they're writing. So, y'all are going to write down the stuff that y'all know. Y'all going to write down the stuff that y'all are learning. And so, and y'all may write down some stuff that may change, may have changed. So this happened and then this happened. So y'all could be recording some history and this, that, and the third, right? And so now they give the penelations to, whoever the new people are that come along. And so they're going to be following, this is the book of Abby Grace. This is the book of Larisha. This is the book of Miss Kelly, right? And for all intents purposes, y'all may have, documented history the way that it was. Y'all may have a couple opinions in there because, these niggas be bitches and the bitches be niggas. And so y'all may have written a couple opinions in there. This is the thing. So in one of the books, Ezekiel, God says, write down the word for what it is. You don't even know that you are a part of writing down the word right now. All you're doing is journaling. Because this is what we do. We have to remember because they're trying to make us forget. And so, entertainment purposes only, we writing it down. But God said, even in Ezekiel, your feelings and your opinions don't matter. The truth is the truth. Meanwhile, we got feelings and opinions because Solomon was a fucking hating ass nigga. Mind you, we got energy that never dies coming around here. Solomon still, it's a whole bunch of people rolling around here. Even to this day, I told you I got attacked by a group of people that wear Solomon steel necklaces and things of that nature. Mind you, remember I told you, even the energy that was back then, if everybody's awake, because they call it the Great Awakening, but they thought that it was, and for all intents purposes, entertainment purposes only. The people being awake because woke as to seeing what's happening, but also the Great Awakening as to you were here already. You already existed on this plane. So a lot of people woke up to knowing their name from a past life. So the Great Awakening could mean two things, or more than two things. Like, our conscious has evolved and now you're woke to, being able to see. Or you as a reincarnated individual are now awake again to redo whatever it was that was done before. You take it how it resonates. Either way, God existed before them books. God is God even without them books. If you throw away every holy book that exists, God is still going to be one God. That's it. That's all. And so when people are saying, oh, we're not supposed to worship idols and this, that, and the third, well, y'all kind of still are, especially when you are worshiping books of people. I hear people's name come up quite often in a lot of those books. You're still worshiping idols. People in the Christian people will say you not supposed to talk to dead people. Well, Jesus ain't alive. For all intents purposes, Jesus would be considered a spirit as well. So everybody got their own, thing that they're going to do. But like I said, God is going to be God. If you get rid of every book there is, God is going to be God. But what has them books done to each person? What did them books put on you? Because little do y'all know, them books put a spirit on you. Every single one of them. So when the book put a spirit on you, and I'm saying this because you live your life based off of what that book said. Mind you, it could be totally wrong. God was God before that. God is going to be God after that. No matter what happens, God is going to be God. So why are y'all arguing amongst each other as to who's better, who's this, who's that? Be a good person. Like, if did you need a book to teach you to be a good person? Because a lot of people read them books on a daily basis. They still ain't good fucking people. A lot of people go through every, whatever part, nook and cranny of the book, still not a good person. I told y'all had a whole nigga, a Catholic nigga, laying on his deathbed telling y'all his confessions, like Usher. These are my confessions. In 1986, I did such a thing. Like, literally confessing to everything because this nigga scared that when he passed over, he got to go talk to God about what he done. So, at least in my dying words, nigga, you still gonna have to atone for that. Like, ain't no way y'all out here thinking that if you just... Even Enoch told y'all that. The nigga said there's levels to this shit. And even when you do a lot of stuff, you still going to, like, then they teach you, all you have to do is repent. Repent, and then you could, God's going to forgive you. Maybe. But you also listen to people that literally are on their deathbed saying, we corrupted all of the books. Every single one of them. We put people in places. This is why even when I, went over to the Islam, and then I realized, what kind of Muslim are you? Are you Sunni? Are you this? What the hell? What the hell? What kind of Christian are you? Prayerfully a good one. Like, honestly, in every single language, what kind of Jew are you? Prayerfully a good one. But if you out here fucking cursing chickens and feeding it to people, I definitely can't consider you a good person. Because that's strange. Like, the minute I heard it, I knew it was a curse. If you out here talking and speaking over people and calling people names, and every time you come in here, like I said, when the man came in here this morning, the first thing he asked me is, are you this? I'm a human being. I'm a person. I'm God. I'm a spirit. I'm a good person. Those are the things that I'm gonna answer to. I'm not answering to no more. Are you a religion? Is this that? No. Cause why? It shouldn't matter. I'm a good person. Matter of fact, I'm a great fucking person. And God exists. I love God. That's all you need to know about me. I'm a great person. I love God. You're not gonna dig in my closet and no little kid's gonna fall out. You ain't gonna do that. You're not gonna dig in my closet and I'm over here doing some stuff that I ain't supposed to do. Everybody may disagree with, she talks foul, this, that, and the third. Guess what? I may be over here talking foul, but you letting that girl put her tongue in your mouth and she out here being foul. Or you letting that nigga stick his, in your mouth and he stick it in a nigga's, So I can almost guarantee you that. I ain't doing that. And so whether or not you don't like the way it looked, whether or not you don't like the way it sound, God was God before every book that they got. God was God before that. And you're not going to convince me of nothing else. You're fucking amazing. Thank you, Miss Kelly, period. She said, no, that's all. And that's it, period. So I know people are not going to like that. And again, if you need the structure, because again, when I went over there, it was very peaceful. But mind you, there's some people that even there, I got sent the video. I think it's in it might be on my phone. I got sent the video and it was telling you that before 9/11 happened, entertainment purposes only. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find this shit, because I don't even want, I can show y'all better than I can tell you. I ain't got no reason to lie. They have a military document that got put out before it happened. So another young Republican. These people are literally out here hoping, banking on the fact that y'all are going to be arguing amongst each other because they know y'all don't know better. They praying that we just never know better. This is what they're doing. Let me see if I can find it. I think, Mike, you might have sent that. Okay, good.
Help Americans You're about to be pulled into a war.
Okay, so I can't play it because it got music in it, but I'm gonna tell you what he says. He said, "Wake up, entertainment purposes only." This man's name, I don't know what it is. He said you're about to be pulled in a war with the Arabs, with the Muslim world, and you're going to be made to believe that something horrible that happened to you was done by the Muslims. But it wasn't done by the Muslims. It was done by a wild card, the Israeli Mossad. Hold on, the Israeli, and mind you, who's talking today? Israeli Mossad, Mossad, and a ruthless and okay, it keeps playing while I'm talking. I'm sorry. But it wasn't done by the Muslims. It was done by a wild card, an Israeli Mossad that's cunning and ruthless and can carry out attacks on Americans and make it look like Arabs did it. That's the literal definition of false flag. They didn't do it. That's a false flag. And it's my conspiracy theory, but mind you, he said this is an army report. They got the report in their hand. Mind you, this was 9/11. So again, everything is being designed for everybody to argue. Everybody to argue, because if you're black, if you're white, Abby Grace, you should be able to see it's in the collective. Mike put it in there. Mind you, you just seen it again. I live in the U.S. So anybody that's out here that, you come across here, I live in the USA. I live in Georgia. Entertainment purposes only. I got to say this before I say what I'm about to say. Entertainment purposes only, right? And so the people are everywhere else that I keep saying, they keep saying, wake up America, da 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 da. One, y'all are forgetting. We're not seeing a bunch of stuff that, y'all are seeing. Secondly, when people are saying that the other people outside of our country are threatening us, we don't give a damn. Like, literally, we don't. You want to know why? Our own country threatens us on a daily basis. So when people are saying, even when the people are saying, they're going to shoot, missiles, do it. You would probably be helping us out. Because guess what? We got history over here where the United States, entertainment purposes only, drop bombs on their own fucking people. So why the fuck do you think we would be scared of you? You might be helping us. So don't be threatening us with a good time. We're not afraid of that. We already know they doing shit to us. So entertainment purposes only, because they already tripping over here. But just so y'all know, like, y'all can't even threaten us with that, because we live with the fucking people who are already doing the worst shit to us. Like, hold on, y'all. And hopefully y'all don't fall, because y'all was setting good, and then here they fucking come. Trying to make me do shit. And now I think y'all might be a little bit off base now. Fuck. See, they always making... See, TikTok always doing something. But, yeah, so at this point, like, y'all threatening us. Why are y'all threatening us? Whatever y'all gonna do to them fucking people, please fucking do it and hurry up. They do shit to us on a daily basis. So do with that information what y'all will. Just please aim properly. Y'all know what the fuck they be. So with that being said, again, entertainment purposes only, but we not fucking threatened by that. These niggas been spraying shit on us for forever. They do stuff like black people don't go to the doctors, a lot, because of the fact that it's scientifically, they saying, because we already know we could potentially be used as some type of science experiment. Entertainment purposes only. The fact that I gotta say entertainment purposes only in this, actual documents laying around, Tuskegee, all of this shit. But meanwhile, they even fucking with now, and you can't even say what they done. They mad at us for shit they doing. And y'all want to threaten us outside of the country. We don't give a fuck. Please do whatever y'all gonna do and talk less to us about it, bitch. Like, the same way they do y'all, fucking do them. Because other people ain't gonna care unless it starts happening right the fuck over here. That's when people are really gonna wake up and start caring. So at this point, like, they already do shit to us. Black Wall Street, all types of other stuff. And I'm sure there's other shit that I just ain't mentioning that y'all will see our own people do shit to us. So what y'all threatening us with? Nothing. Um, Again, entertainment purposes only. Verse 2. She has prepared a feast, slaughtered meat, mixed wine, set the table. Everything is ready, meaning wisdom is not lacking anything. It offers full nourishment mentally, spiritually, and even in how you live your life, period. She calls from the highest places. Wisdom isn't hidden. It's like, I don't know why I want to keep digging underneath this table because, excuse me, I changed tables and my other table has a thing underneath of it that I normally put my tissue underneath of it for my nose, but I ain't got it. So that's a different table, and I gotta make sure that I'm working at the right table. So different table, y'all. But we're gonna do with this information what we will. All right, she has prepared a feast, slaughtered meat, mixed wine. We already did that one. Spiritually and even in how you live your life. Verse 3, she calls from the highest places. Wisdom isn't hidden. It's loud, public, and available to everyone. Period. And like I told people the other day, this lady talking about she got some information, this, then, and third. And it's only gonna cost you. Fucking knowledge is free, bitch, and y'all gonna learn. Y'all are really gonna fucking learn and do with this information what you will, because there's certain things. If there's power in numbers and you need numbers backing your ass in order to help you, bitch, you better spit it out and you better hurry it up. Because there's some things that, do you pay for it, da 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 da. But if it's something that is going to help you and there's a class action involved, what you charging people for, you better hurry the fuck up and get that information out so we can go ahead and get this shit done. And knowledge is free. That's like when people are only the highest educated can da 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 da. Y'all, it's another thing. They teach their kids this because they want to keep your kids below. That's why knowledge is free. Knowledge is for everybody. Why is it that a certain group of people think that they're the only ones that's supposed to be able to learn something? Why do they think that they need to keep your kids ignorant? Because they want to make your kids slaves. And if you allow them, then that's on you. I don't know what that was, but I did see it come across that screen. Anyway, entertainment purposes only. So take it how it resonates. Mind you, like I said earlier in previous conversations, the fact that y'all paying all this money for schooling and now they trying to say your school dues, that shit should be free. Why should you pay for all the lies that they told you? They didn't give y'all the proper history. Mind you, white people, I gotta talk to y'all because y'all, and I'm gonna just say this because y'all be the ones. Can y'all learn when something don't like you? Like when the land don't like you, learn. Okay? It's very easy. When a bunch of shit starts to go wrong and you just can't make nothing grow or anything else, the land don't like you. You are now a part of them people because it told them that the land won't yield for them. So anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because several different areas, right? They came over here, they started pillaging the land, right? They thought that they could just take some shit over. But mind you, they part of the Canaanite crew. So when they got cursed and sent where they went, they got told that the land will not yield for them. So these are the people that started doing the money thing. So then I can pay you to make your work, or I can not pay you. I can enslave your ass to make you now make the land grow, right? So when they came over here, they went to a certain area in the middle of the country. And I'll look it up so that way y'all can find it. Entertainment purposes only. Y'all can find it y'all damn selves. So what they ended up having to do was, when they came over here, it's documented that it was lush ground, green grass, flowing rivers, everything. They got the fuck over here. The land dried up. The bison left because, bison lived there. The lakes dried up. The grass dried up. So what they decided to do was to put bison back because they were trying to get the bison population to grow back. Entertainment purposes only. When they put 5,000 bison on this property and on this land, guess what? Everything started to return. So just by the animals being there, the land, it's like entertainment purposes only. Look this up for yourself too. If I go outside right now and I touch a tree, it's talking about grounding, right? Scientifically, they have found that me touching this tree, something triggers from the tree into my body and it works for 7 days. Like, you think that touching that tree is an instant thing? No ma'am, no ham. It does something in your body for 7 days. Go look it up yourself. Entertainment purposes only. So now you got okay. So now you got the animals, their essence or DNA or energy, whatever, being imparted into a system, and now the ecosystem starts to now regenerate itself because it has the memory of whatever is actually there. Anyway, going back to the white people. So the man, there's a man that in entertainment purposes only, he bought a place. It's a ghost town, right? And apparently he has a YouTube, anyway. So he's saying that he went through the history, and in 18 something, and this is always a fucking flag on the play for me, because anytime the history starts back in just 18 something, it's stolen land and it's stolen property. I can almost guarantee you that there's some type of hidden document somewhere, somehow, some way that they try to undermine the system and saying that this is the person and it's a white man that in 18 something, bitch, go back further. Anyway, long story short, apparently there's issues with water there, but water is there. There's issues with this, issues with that. The man, when they started bringing in the equipment, he said the equipment started malfunctioning soon as it got there. Nigga, that's your sign. When this started happening, anytime they started doing something, all the equipment, that's the ancestors trying to tell you, get your bitch ass off that property. Like, y'all don't listen. Y'all just still keep doing shit over and over again, over and over. Why? Because, oh, it's yours. It's not fucking yours. I don't care how much money you paid for it. It's not yours. Entertainment purposes only. Y'all see that shit? That's the sun doing that. Anyway, entertainment purposes only. But I'm trying to tell y'all. And I ain't got nothing to say against y'all other than the fact that, y'all relatives curse y'all. And the same way y'all out here cursing people. Y'all got cursed from the beginning, and now y'all trying to curse us because you trying to keep the shenanigans rolling, and everybody, oh, well, it's going to be this, and the indigenous people was here, and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, you living right on the property, your bitch ass ain't gave it back yet. Even if you still live there, like, oh, I'm just going to keep this part for my family, but I am going to return, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all ain't going to do none of that. Y'all, this was in my family since 18. Yeah, bitch. And whose family was it before that? Oh, but y'all so proud of y'all history, as you should be. It'd be the strangest shit. Anyway, she calls from the highest places. Wisdom isn't hidden, it's loud, public, and available to everyone. Meaning guidance, truth, and understanding are always being offered. You just have to respond. Ask for what you want. Verses 4-5. Whoever is simple, come eat. Simple doesn't mean stupid. It means inexperienced, unaware, or easily led. Because again, God was God before those books came about. God existed before the books came about. Y'all can be easily led. It is easily enslaved because God only fits in this book. Y'all not going to go outside of that. Y'all are easy to get away from God. Because why do you need all this extraness? Why does somebody have to make themselves important, but God is God before and after the book? Don't kill the messenger, okay? Do with that information what y'all will. Leave your simple ways and live. This is the key message. Let go of ignorance, bad decisions, or shallow thinking. Choose understanding and direction instead. Meaning growth requires change. You can't stay the same and expect a better life. And that's a fact. And so even with learning and understanding and just, even seeing people as they are, right? Because not for nothing, sometimes you have to, read about a person or understand what they're learning in order to understand or understand them or overstand them. Because, bitch. Anyway, So this is why a seeker, being a seeker of life, but also understanding that God was God before this came about. You could have never even needed this as long as you had God. There's only one. And so some people are getting you to believe that this is God, but mind you, God was God before they came about. That's it, that's all. Do with that information what you will. But I'm sure some of y'all, it's just going to, be a passing by in thought, because y'all are so stuck to the chains that binds through the book. You never was going to seek God before the book. And that's sad for you. I ain't judging, but that's sad for you. Um, the passage is basically saying wise, fulfilling life is already prepared and available to you, but you have to choose it. So it's an invitation. Stop moving blindly, learn, grow, elevate your thinking, walk in awareness instead of confusion. Because confusion is, I'm this and you're that. I have to be better than you. But mind you, we still are talking only about God. We're saying that we follow God. We're saying that we love God. But because I'm this and you're that, we're beefing. We're arguing. It's confusion. And if y'all don't see that, that's weird. But, do with that information what you will. Wisdom equals making better choices, learning from mistakes, listening and growing. The feast, opportunities, knowing, peace, and clarity. The call equals those moments when you know you should do better. And that's point blank period, because you should do better. Now, in the process of this, the feast, the opportunity, because what was that triggered that thought? The feast, opportunities, knowledge, peace, and clarity. The call, those moments when you know you should do better, because right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter how you put it. It's always something that's on the inside of you that's telling you what you should and should not be doing. Simple and is easy. Conquering means successfully overcoming, gaining control over, and defeating something. All right, so conquering. Definition. All right, conquering definition, because again, like I said, I don't want to forget this, because it's almost like if I can get you to follow my way, I'm immortalized in whatever it is. Hey, everyone, what is your wisdom on the movie Sinners? I didn't see the movie Sinners, but I don't feel like even at this moment, it's like decorum. Like you have bad decorum right now. So that's weird. Like you would be one of them people that would be trying to, they talking about God and the beginning of God, you're a distraction. So that's weird that you would come in here doing that. Conquering equals winning over something that once had power over you. So that's conquering. What else? Let me see, because that's not out. That's not all. It's almost like it's trying to give me the what else would it mean if I enslave people? How about that? Because you trying to act weird. Would it mean if I enslave people? Minds, body, and spirit, because that's what it's going to be. You have to be mindful. So if you're being enslaved, it's everything. It's trying to hold you stuck. So it means taking away people's freedom and forcing them to work or live under your control against their will. So how do I enslave your mind? I give you a book and I take out information, or I give you a book and I tell you this is what you got to do. And I'm telling you not to listen to nobody else, because God's not going to send nobody after me. It's fucking weird. But, take it how it resonates. I ain't got nothing to say. But I said it. So how it relates to conquering? Conquering can mean defending or taking control. Defending or taking control. Um, I was trying to figure out if I had something that I was supposed to be doing. Because that's a phone call right here from me. So, right close by me. Oh shit! I was definitely supposed to take that call because I fucking just had to tell about somebody doing some shit. Important distinction. You can conquer a challenge of fear or even a nation in history. So we do know that a nation in history has been conquered, but enslaving people is about dominion and injustice, not growth or victory in a positive sense. Exactly. So real world understanding, historically, enslaving people is tied to systems where people are treated as property because people are being treated as property, mind you, i.e. they own your children until entertainment purposes only. You go to court and you get them back. So when your baby is born, because of everything they have done, it's about conquering. So you conquering the land, but mind you, God telling you something is done. It is over. Okay, I like it because to me it's a message inside of a message. I think there's another message like this one. Mike, you actually just gave out all the gems and jewels today too. So let's see. Mike sent this over the weekend. It's a message about a frog that's not about a frog. Let me see if it has music in it. It says the lesson isn't about the frog.
A frog is a cold-blooded animal, and humans are warm-blooded, so our body burns energy or perspires to maintain the same 98.6 degrees.
Okay, it has music in it. So what ends up happening is this. The lesson is about a frog. The frog is cold-blooded. All right, so the body temperature goes on and it is set with the temperature, so they put it in a pot, as y'all see. And as they turn the temperature up a little bit, the frog adjusts, right? And they'll turn it up a little bit more. The frog adjusts again. It's not about the frog. So they turn it up to where it's at the boiling temperature. Guess what? The frog's going to try to keep adjusting until it doesn't realize it's being cooked. It's not about the frog. Anyway, here we are yet again. Stuff happening. And I don't know why people want you to share their shit, but they forget if you put music in it, we can't share it. It's a copyright gonna go down, so we ain't got time for that. Anyway, historically, enslaving people is tied to systems where people are treated like property. Their rights and humanity were denied. They were forced into labor with no choice. So the meaning carries a very negative, harmful, and unethical weight. Conquering positive use is overcoming growth or winning. The negative use, because again, it's negative and positive in everything. Man, woman, everything. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything. And if we keep adjusting to the temperature, because they keep wanting to say in 1980 and 18 something, mind you, if you keep going back to 18 something, you will figure out that the reason why they keep going back to that is the time when they did the adjusting. This is the time when they did the shit. And now all of a sudden, everybody now thinks that we only exist at 18 something. No. There's something else that happened. God literally told you that you would go into places that you did not build. Big, lustrous places. It existed. They destroyed it. Entertainment purposes only. And now you got these niggas over here talking about they found their Messiah and da-da-da-da-da. And now the moon got horns. It's upside down. Like that lady said. She said horns. It didn't dawn on me that that's horns. So what has happened, and biblically, guess what? They said astrology don't matter. But astrology is how they knew that baby Jesus was born. Do y'all remember? They keep telling y'all not to use shit that they using. oh, there was a star and then a manger. They try to make it sound all beautiful and shit. But then the Christians will say, oh, y'all not supposed to use astrology. Well, bitch, how did you know that your baby Jesus was born? So astrologically, something done happened. And now these niggas are saying, oh, the Messiah, da 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 da. But mind you, I'm also tell y'all that if y'all go look at Revelations, it says something about the right hand. And it also says something about the mark that's on your forehead. And I ain't gonna keep repeating to y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all God was God before these people came along. But guess what? In the Bible, it say Jesus sits at the right hand of God. Or wherever the hell that's at. It said Jesus sits at the right hand of God. In Islam, and again, I ain't saying nothing about all y'all, but all y'all, God existed before y'all came along. What happens is when you're prostrating, you end up with a mark right here. So, I ain't saying nothing, but at the end of the day gonna end. The truth is the truth, and a lie is a lie. And if it was already, mind y'all have to remember that the Bible gave y'all prophecies. Like, I don't care if y'all saying this, that, and third. A prophecy is something. Let's go look it up. Let's look up what a prophecy is. What is a fucking prophecy? A prophecy sometimes spelled whatever. Prophecy is a noun, a prediction or divine message. A prophecy, to speak or to declare a message. Mind y'all, do y'all not see that certain things are coming out from the Bible but this is the thing. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. If y'all was given a prophecy a long time ago and it was given to y'all in 80 something books and not in 60 something books, why did they take out the other ones? Because they didn't want you to know something. Entertainment purposes only. Are y'all entertained yet? Because guess what? I'm fucking entertained. I'm entertained so much that guess what? I went and looked up the other books because, I'm nosy. And I want to know what you was hiding from me that you didn't want me to know in the prophecy, that it was so important that the Ethiopian people made sure that they hid the fucking books to make sure them nasties didn't get it. How nosy are y'all? How nosy are y'all? Because, when they said, they try to make it derogatory. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Meanwhile, guess what? The niggas was reading the books. Y'all was so mad that the niggas was reading the books that y'all literally now try to do higher education and lower education. So it wasn't even about the niggas. White people, they were fucking with y'all too. Look at that. Meanwhile, they had y'all out here arguing with us so bad that y'all didn't even realize that they was using y'all low-level ass whites as well. Keep arguing with the niggas because you're better than them because your skin color. But meanwhile, guess who they said out their mouths in real life, on real life television, the black people ain't going to do it. So not only will they try to enslave our kids and we knew better, and then the black bitches started to be the smartest people on earth because they was the one reading the books and this, that, and the third, because they said, not on my watch. And then they got mad at that because, all the black women, why are y'all reading books and things of that nature? We thought y'all was going to be pregnant and barefoot and have kids and want to live in the hood with Rakim for forever and a day. And the black women said, nope, let me go get my education. Let me become doctors, lawyers, judges, and everything in between. But guess what y'all white people didn't do? Because y'all skin was white. Nothing. Because you said, I can be privileged and I'm just going to get my money just because, and I ain't saying nothing because, keep doing that. You keep wanting to argue with people because your skin is white. Because when they was plotting on us all. They wasn't just plotting on, They was plotting on everybody. You don't even fit in the income bracket. So even y'all that, live in pretty good houses and you have businesses and multiple cars, and you are able to get your white kids into entertainment purpose only, bordering school, and that's that and the third, you still ain't got enough money. You ain't got a rocket. If you ain't got a rocket, what you talking about? Like, you're poor. If you ain't got a way to get into space, you're poor. That's sad. Damn, that fucks us all, don't it? Mind you, guess what? Guess what? A lot of people like me ain't worried about none of it. This is the funny part about when you realize that being already at the top kind of fucks you, because when you start falling from them heights, it's very dangerous. And the people that you try to put from the bottom, started from the bottom, now we're here. Like, we can adjust the temperature and just be like, okay, well, shit, we did this, and you know what I mean. It's bad because we know we can still live. When they out here spending $93 billion on crab legs and steak, it sounds delicious. And then they out here telling us that you should figure out how to live with a $3 meal. Have you ever figured out how to live with a $3 meal from $93 billion? It tastes like death. Meanwhile, when you started from the bottom, now you hear you take $1, you go get a McChicken, and you go get a something. You can go to the grocery store, and you can even get fruit. You can, at this point, go tell the people that you need $1 worth of lunch meat. Have you ever done that? If you ain't never done that, then bread costs 89 cents, and then you get a nice little drink. That's $3. You be figuring out ways to make that $3 stretch. And then when you get to $93 billion, you appreciate everything because you be like, shit. I remember when I was eating, that's when that nigga said ramen noodles. That nigga said I ate the ramen noodles without the packet. Y'all, when people like that become rich, it be everything because you already know what ramen noodles taste like without the packet. Now, you can put some salt and pepper in them bitches and go from there, too, because it made sense. Because I was like, why the fuck did he not have the packet? Because, you're supposed to have the packet. And then he said that somebody was being greedy and they took the packet and put extra. Yup, it was finesse. That nigga is hilarious, right? But meanwhile, I was trying to figure out why he didn't have the packet. And then he explained why he didn't have the packet. But then I was thinking, shit. All you gotta do, if you got some bouillon, you put the bouillon in there because that's all that is, right? Anyway, long story short, I remember the time when I was trying to make me a cheesesteak sandwich, right? And back in the day, Murray's is a place in Delaware. It used to sell like freezer food and shit like that. So when you get to food stamps and whatever, you go to Murray's, you do like the big shopping. Anyway, they used to have these cheesesteak things that would come in a pack and you break them down. They still have them in Walmart to this day, but now they have real steak, I think. They might have been real steak. I don't know. Then, anyway, so you break them up. The worst fucking thing I ever done in life was, this is how you missing the packet. This made me laugh. So I'm trying to make me a cheesesteak sandwich. I took the meat, chopped up the meat, and then we didn't have no cheese. So we had a macaroni and cheese packet. That Kraft macaroni and cheese just come in a box. Y'all. So I'm thinking it's going to be like the cheese. I could put a little bit of, water on it, mix that shit the fuck up. Y'all, to this day, I'm traumatized by that shit. That was the worst tasting sandwich ever in life. You don't take Kraft, that cheese packet. Do they still make that shit? And put that on nothing. Because literally, I remember the taste of vomit. That's what it tasted like. And that's how you end up without the packet missing. But that shit, when he said that shit, it took me back to that time. And y'all, when you start from the bottom and now you become, so even in the, somebody trying to make you less than, they make us fucking resilient. Because it's like what I said from the beginning when the person came in here and they said whatever they said. And we take nothing, and not to say that white people, because it's some of y'all be in the hood with us, turn nothing into something. And people be so mad at you because you're not upset or struggling in the middle of your struggle. Like, I did this to you. Why are you not, going crazy? I made it so you could barely eat. I told you to have a $3 meal. Meanwhile, we got $93 billion worth of steak and crab legs over this bitch. And why the fuck are y'all still happy when y'all know that we're doing all of these things with y'all money? We sending money outside of the country. It's other people that got free healthcare. It's other people to get fucking allotments for their children as soon as they're born. So as soon as they turn 21, entertainment purposes only, whatever, these people sitting on this type of money. Meanwhile, that's y'all money that we're sending outside of the country. And then now these people that are outside of the country think they can talk to us like they fucking crazy. Meanwhile, back at band camp, they're smuggling people in because they think that they're going to get there. Y'all, do y'all not know what we going to do to y'all by the time we really, everybody lines up? Like, I don't think y'all realize how this country has literally put their foot on people's necks. And if these motherfuckers actually figure out that y'all are doing that shit, and by the time they, y'all think y'all gonna do whatever, purge, this, that, and the third, y'all, I feel like y'all don't even understand the amount of what God is gonna do to y'all. It ain't even about what we gonna do to y'all. It's gonna be about what God does to y'all. The same way them people that in that state, my present day reality. But I talked to my water last night, period, me too, girl, and stuck that shit underneath my bed. And the word for the day is conquer, period. Because what y'all fail to realize is y'all may think y'all got the play, but God is the play. Y'all may think y'all got y'all books, and them books is gonna be, oh, we saw this, that, and the third. Those were prophecies. Those were people's diaries. Those were information that people was writing down. They tried to do the right thing. Y'all didn't do the right thing. But God is always going to do what God's going to do. So no matter what happens, that's the way God wanted it to be. But people put in their mind that they can do whatever they want to do. I told y'all about them people that was over there that was saying that this person don't do this, and if y'all don't vote this way, trying to sway people, and then guess what the fuck? They ended up in a state of peril, or whatever the word is, and demise, all of their shit taken. And then the nigga that they was riding for so hard turned his back on them. He did not give a fuck about them. Didn't even send the freaking, what's the people that come? The Red Cross didn't send them people. Didn't send, what's the other people? Didn't send nobody. And then they was over there crying, and then they was mad at them because they said, but we was going to, yeah, you was going to be a nasty ass bad person. God, that was your opportunity for you to do the right thing. But instead, you opted to do the wrong thing. You got on the internet, on God's good internet, and you started talking shit about what you was going to do to people, and then God did something to you. Shut y'all whole shit down. So it wouldn't have mattered if anybody, y'all didn't have to bully people. That's the thing. Because they were trying to bully people into this man getting put there. Meanwhile, God was going to put him there anyway because of the fact that, guess what? He was going to be the only way that the truth would have been told. Because if that lady got there, guess what wouldn't have been told? The truth. It would have been some shit being swept underneath the rug again. It would have been a whole lot of bullshit. And here we are living 4 more years with bullshit. So everybody's where they're meant to be. And like I said, I ain't riding for nobody. I'm riding for God because God already got the eye on it. God got the eye on it. Y'all think y'all cameras and everything else is good. Y'all, what y'all call it? Big brother's watching. Big God is watching too. Before them books and after them books. Big God is watching too. And so that was some supernatural shit that happened for your ass. And that was nothing but God because them people was literally threatening and everything else. But guess what they not doing no more? Riding for that nigga. But before that, they was gun-ho. They was all in. If y'all don't vote this way, we're going to do da-da-da-da-da. God didn't need you. God showed you he didn't need you. And pinch y'all asses up there in the mountains and every fucking thing. It was people volunteering to go get y'all bitches, and God wouldn't let them. The nigga wouldn't let them either. So that right there should show y'all. That wasn't nothing but God. Because otherwise, it was people volunteering. They was going to spend their own money to go get them. And this nigga told them no. Whatever it was they was looking for up there, they sent, mind you, they had all types of equipment. Do y'all not remember that? Because they had, apparently they have something that is used up there, entertainment purposes only. I want to say it's like uranium or something that they had up there, entertainment purposes only. Meanwhile, they sent the people to go recover that, but they didn't send the people to go help them bitches in their houses from all the mudslides and shit. But they was rooting for them. Y'all not remember that? Oh, okay. So he literally showed them, like, I don't give a damn what color your skin is. I don't care if you rooted for me, voted for me. I don't care if you was gonna go to war, hell and high water for me. I don't give a damn about your ass. That's what he showed them. And then all of a sudden they was mad. They was all on TV wanting some sympathy. Oh, well, he did this and this, that. You know, that was all you. You had the opportunity to say no. But you didn't. It's just like when I told y'all, my brother asked me about that purge shit. You wouldn't do, no. Because that's their shit. Because in the midst of people wanting to go purge and this, that, and the third, because that's an assault against God's people. So when you volunteer to go do that, just know that, you know, whatever happens to you along the way, it's going to be a part of what happens to you along the way. I'm going to sit my ass right where the hell I'm going to be. And if you cross my doorstep, then that's on a whole nother ball game. But I'm not taking my ass out in the streets to do nothing with them people. Why? Because that's not God's shit. That is their stuff. That's what they trying to do. They're trying to play God. And I'm going to sit idly by and watch, and whatever happens, happens. A passion to talk about. Okay. Anyway, so prophecy. In the Bible, prophecy isn't about predicting the future. It's also a warning, it's guidance, a call to change or grow, a message meant to align people with God's will. God was God before. And so the example of people taking stuff out of the book and not wanting you to know certain things, why? Why is knowledge, why do you have to pay billions of dollars to be taught the real history, the real lessons of the country? They teach their kids that. I can almost guarantee it. But they don't want your kids to know because they need your kids stupid and dumb so that way, you know, they can be slaves. And you gonna let them. So foretelling this will happen, foretelling this is true, you need to hear this right now. So you can do whatever you want with the information or not, because, you know, like I said, I ain't here to tell nobody nothing. All I know is that common sense tells me that God was God before any of these books, and I got all of them. Before any of them was written, before anybody was here, before anybody said that I'm going to insert myself into the system and I'm going to, you know, give y'all this message on behalf of God. Meanwhile, y'all can hear perfectly fine if you take the time to listen and not taking that from nobody, because a guide is a guide, but also the truth is the truth and a lie is a lie. And some people been manipulating, and maybe some people even in their own, they might have thought that, you know, this was what that God said to tell y'all, but what if they misheard? And this is the reason why I'm telling y'all, listen for yourself. Because people will try to convince you that God didn't create you the way that you're supposed to be, and that you will have to go through them and then this and then that in order to connect to God. But God created you likeness and image. God was God before dumb people came along. What makes you think that dumb people is any better than you? They told you and then you went for it. And then your family told you and then you went for it. What makes you think that they're any better than you? They died the same way you gonna die. They lived the same way you needing to be living. With God on your mind. The God that came before whatever the fuck they talking about. And again, you can listen to whatever you listen to. It's even written in Jeremiah 16:9. We inherited lies. I mean, go look it up for yourself. She gave you the key. So I know a lot of y'all like to be, you know, told what to do. I don't. And that's just probably, you know, one of the things that where God is, you know, always making sure that, because I don't like to be enslaved. I don't like to be imprisoned. But a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all like being told what to do. A lot of y'all feel like, oh, if we don't have a red or a blue side, then fuck all of them. Get rid of them. get them packing, get them running to wherever they need to run to away from here because they're corrupting the land. And Mother Nature is telling you that it's some shit fucked up. They done it. They got paid to allow people to poison the air, entertainment purposes only. They lobby. They got niggas from other side of the countries out here thinking that they can, do whatever they want to do over here because of the fact they paid for it. They know it's greed. And guess who's involved in all the greed? All of the men. And some of the little dumb bitches, but God gonna do with them what they will anyway. But and this is why I keep saying, even when in the process of whatever happens, let them take their money with them. Like, ain't nobody trying to stop you from having your money. Take it with you. Take it with you and go. Let's see what it does for you. And anybody that wishes to go with them, let them go with them too. I can almost guarantee you, but you can't come back. That's the thing. So if God allows, the people who wish to be on earth to just be on earth doing, good by the earth and everything else, and y'all get to go and escape to y'all own little planet, please take whoever wishes to go with y'all that think that it's better, take them with y'all, please, but y'all can't come back. Once the gate is sealed, your ass is over there with them. So whenever they do what they want to do with y'all, know that you had an opportunity and you chose what you chose. Because who are we to tell you, what you should want to do? That's not what nobody's here for. Earth school is supposed to be for you to, figure out the earth. Help the earth. But, yeah, you can't come back. Once you get going, bitch, don't come back. Please and thank you. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. God is God before and after, no matter what anybody else says. And I'm going to stand on that, and I'm going to know that, and y'all do with that information what y'all will. If you wish to help my channel, the links are in the bio. I don't have my book, but y'all know I don't teach tarot. Link is in the bio. Y'all know where y'all can get it from. That helps my channel. And other than that, I will be back to do cleaning videos with y'all because, as y'all know, I am in the midst of conversations with God as to what I need to be doing for me, myself, and I, and my house conditions and being able to pay bills in the midst of everything that's going on. So, if you wish to help, again, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Go with God. See ya, Abby. Love ya.